That's the intro. Yes. It's a good family photo. Daddy's got you now, sucker.
What's today?
Saturday.
What's up, you guys? It is Saturday, January 16th. Yeah. We're at Guth Park. Stopped at the Gua to get some tacos. Jennifer's digging in. Anyhow, just wanted to get out of the house a little bit. We brought Grizz, so we're gonna let her go on the rope, kind of run around. We are, as of yesterday, 34 weeks.
Yep.
So, it's getting close. We had some birthing classes. Not birthing classes, but what would you call those?
Oh, they're classes. They're just new, like new parent classes.
Having a baby classes.
Yeah, just new parent classes.
So,
from the hospital.
Things like like what's gonna happen beforehand, what happens during.
Yeah. So like
newborn care.
We did newborn care. We did newborn CPR. We did. We're doing stages of labor. That's a class broken up into 4 different classes. And then we're doing, what's the other one we're going to do? We're a hospital tour. It's got to be virtual. Unfortunately, we can't go to the hospital and see it beforehand, but what are we going to do?
Times of Corona.
Yeah, what are we going to do?
Funny story. So on this one of the last classes we took, they actually showed a natural birth, right? And it just reminded me this time, yeah, I was in, I think, 8th grade. And so here in Texas, I don't know if it's different now, but 8th grade, they do sex ed. And we were in.
I make you watch the baby. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
And so we were in science. Mr. Zaria, big shout out, Mr. Zaria. Another side story. I'll tell you in a second about him. He was our science teacher, doing sex ed, and we're just some punk kids, you know what I mean, always screwing around, people asking dumb questions in the question box and stuff. And lo and behold, we were talking about reproduction and blah, blah, blah. We're, again, 8th grade, screwing around, not really focused, and we're watching videos about the process and stuff, and then bam, we look up, it's happening, like it's opening and baby coming out. It went from 0 to a million real fast. Big shout out though to Mr. Zaria. I don't know if he's teaching anymore, but good dude. He was our 7th grade science teacher and then moved to 8th grade with us. I'll say one thing that I took from him that stuck with me forever is that in those 2 years, regardless of all the crap that we gave him or just, you know, rambunctious 7th and 8th graders, through all of those 2 years, he never yelled. And at the end of our 8th grade year, I remember asking him, I don't know if it was me, somebody did, but they were like, hey, Mr. Zaria, how come you never yelled? Because of course we have other teachers and rambunctious kids, people lose it, they yell. People yell. He just said, you know, yelling never fixes anything, or it doesn't make the situation better. So, I don't know if you know, I'm sure you've noticed that about me. Of course I get angry, I get upset, I have feelings and whatnot, but just yelling never really seems to better that situation. Maybe there are some situations, right, if something's urgent, but when you're heated, things are happening, just stay calm.
What are we going to do when your brother's here and we have to feed him too, and you're over here trying to get food from us, and you're going to get jealous that we're feeding brother? That's not going to work.
Ooh, wardrobe change. It is getting chilly. Nothing like our days in Korea, but yeah, so definitely still got a lot to figure out. You know, unfortunately, the housing market in Austin right now is crazy. I mean, fortunate for those that are in it, investing and profiting from that, right? But for first-time homebuyers like Jennifer and myself, whose budget is not insane. It's tough. A friend of mine whose wife is a realtor, and like an example, he told me just this past week, there were some investors from California that called his wife and were like, hey, put like cash offers in on these 3 houses. And his wife was like, well, don't you want to see them? I said, no, just do it now. We want them. We'll worry about it later. That's the kind of market that we're competing in that price range. So, I mean, like one of the original ones that we had put an offer on, it was like $215. We went $225, I think, the one on Maple. I looked it up a few days ago. It sold for about $245. So that's about how the market is going. And they go fast. I mean, I was trying to show Jennifer a house that I was looking at a day or two before, and I pull it up to show her, and it's already gone. I mean, some houses are on the market literally one day and then gone.
Sit down. Wait. This makes me look forward to like the family days in the future. With Grizz and baby Vicent running around. We're gonna have 2 handfuls to deal with. Grizzly sit, Grizzly no. Shane, get back here. Shane, sit down. Eat your food. 2 handfuls to deal with. They're gonna be 2 peas in a pod, I can tell. One running in one direction, the other in the other.
Yep. Yeah, and then just back to the housing thing. I mean, places like Jarrell, Hutto, Taylor, just anywhere. Unfortunately, not in Austin because it's unaffordable. But then that brings other questions like childcare, right? Because obviously I have my time off. Jennifer has her time off. In summer.
Now let's talk about that. I don't have time off. That is so, not ironic, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that today, society, we still have unpaid maternity leave. What is that? What is that? A company, like a private owned company like Cisco works at, will pay him as a dad to take 12 weeks off. And I have to take temporary disability, unpaid.
On that note, I am incredibly grateful and thankful to my job that I do get those 12 weeks off paid. So, pretty sweet. Also reminds me why I'm a little salty at like education and whatnot, because as Jennifer just said, her time, I mean, thankfully she'll get to leave but still keep her job, but...
Like legally, we can't fire you, but we don't have to pay you.
Things like that I do not miss.
I'm not in it for the money. Ask any teacher that. You laugh. It's like, well, why are you a teacher? Well, I didn't become a teacher because I thought I would get rich, so don't laugh at me.
Yeah,
We're not stupid.
For sure.
No, I don't think any teacher's in it for the money.
For sure.
That's
I don't know.
comical.
I used to, my life changed. I'll say that, because when I was working, I remember like summer jobs and stuff. I had, one of my summer jobs, I worked for Super Shuttle in Austin. And I remember just having conversations with some of the patrons there. And, you know, a woman asked me my plans because she saw my books and stuff. And she was like, you're going to be a teacher? She's like, you're not going to make a lot of money. And at the time, I was like, yeah, I understand. I get that, but it's just kind of something I feel called to do. And definitely at the time I did, you know, but just think to myself then in that situation at the time, I didn't mean, if you knew me at the time, I didn't really plan on getting married. Really like my own time, myself and whatnot. And yeah, I just started me anywhere 40 to 50 a year. That didn't sound too bad, especially from what I had been making, you know, but
Can't live as a single person in Austin, Texas on that nowadays.
yeah, I definitely can't. And then, I mean, once I got back from Korea, we got engaged, just things changed for me mentally, like my goals and stuff. I mean, again, like teachers in, I think starting like in Round Rock and like surrounding areas, you can start at like 50 now. Again, not a bad salary at all. However, what bums me out, one of the things that bummed me out was that regardless if I'm the best teacher in the district or the worst teacher in the district, my raise next year is exactly the same. And it is like minimal. Again, like Jennifer was saying, you're not in it for the money. And really, if you're teaching, you know, initially you never are. I mean, you like helping kids, you like helping people. I love coaching. I miss coaching all the time. You can ask Jennifer. I bring that up at least once every 2 weeks, and I kid you not, it comes in my dreams at least once every few weeks that I'm coaching again. That was awesome. Unfortunately, that, you know, my goals changed now. We want different things in life, and financially, education and teaching will never get me there. I mean, maybe if I went into administration, but none of that interests me.
My hands officially smell like ham. Grizzly has done some training, and I'm tired. I can't stop yawning, so we out.